But make no bones about it. Joe Shimoda is brought to Honda to win. And anything less than championships in both Supercross or outdoors and SMX would be considered a failure for Joe Shimoda. What's up, Cooksy Mob? Hey, how we doing? So I've been out for a few days. I got this nasty cold. I don't know what it is. It's brutal. I don't know if it's the thing that everyone's getting vaxxed for or what. But either way, it sucks. It's no fun whatsoever. But hey, Jason Lawrence is back. Jorge Prado's riding Supercross. Let's not forget about World Supercross. Joe Shimoda is making his, he finally made his Honda announcement. But first, hey guys, if you want to get in shape, hit up Coach Rob, Complete Racing Solutions. Coach Rob's got a program for everybody, so hit him up. Epic Garage Designs. If you got a 2-car garage and you want to make this thing look badass, get a 2-car floor, $17.95 for 400 square feet. Check it out. It's awesome. Ride Strapped. You guys know Strapped. Strapped is one of my favorite my favorite goggle company. I love the shirts. Just a badass company. And if you're shipping anything, use Precision Transport. Precision Transport's a trucking company you don't have to mess around with. So without further ado, let's get into this thing.
You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy.
J-Law, the original bad boy. Jason Lawrence is back. He's going to race this weekend. He's racing the GNCC for Phoenix Racing, and he's stoked. He's hitting everybody up. He hit me up, told me, hey, put this out there. Let's promote it. And I'm like, wait a second. Last time we communicated, you were threatening to beat me up. Anyway, I'm not going to hold it against him. I love J-Law. So even though he threatened to beat me up and whatever, I don't care. Bygones be bygones. I'm glad the guy's got his crap together. We have a mutual friend, Chris Dang McAvoy, who we've lost recently. So out of respect for Dang, I'm going to support J-Law. So check out the industry class at the GNCC this weekend and get yourself, you get to watch one of the original legends of this sport. J-Law is a bad dude on a dirt bike, no matter if it's GNCC, if it's Supercross, whatever it is. So check him out this weekend. Let's not forget, guys, World Supercross still has 2 rounds left. This is November 4th. That's just around the corner. So a lot of these guys that you see out there kind of looking free riding, goofing off, they're going to need to be ready. There's 2 rounds of World Supercross. You've got Abu Dhabi on November 4th, and then you've got the final in Australia. So despite what a lot of people would lead you to believe, this series isn't over. This is an awesome series, and this is the series that we can thank for putting pressure on, AMA or like MX Sports, Feld, and MXGP. They put pressure on all of them to up their game. And whether we like it or not, it's kind of forced them all to work together. And I want to see that grow even more. So, they call the SMX series a world championship. I have a quick fix for this. You can still have all the rounds in the United States. But what we do is you take the top 2 finishers in MXGP, or even the top 3 in MXGP and MX2, you automatically qualify them into the SMX playoffs. Yep, just qualify them right in off of MXGP. Clearly, Jorge Prado knows how to ride Supercross. He's in America right now showing off his whoop skills and his technical riding. Fevre, not so much. Last time he hit a Supercross track, it didn't end so well. It was a really, really bad crash and a bad injury at Paris. But either way, Super Motocross is a true hybrid. There's a lot of outdoor stuff. You're trying to tell me those GP guys wouldn't have kicked ass at the Chicagoland Speedway? That was a track that really would have supported those guys. They probably would have dominated the Americans there. That's just the way it is. They ride those types of temporary tracks all the time. They're good at that stuff. That's their wheelhouse. They might have struggled a little bit at Charlotte and maybe at LA, but it's 3 rounds, and that's what's cool about the SMX series. So if you want to make it a world championship, don't worry about adding anything in the middle. And I know a lot of you guys have said, let's put something in the middle of the year. The problem with doing an all-star type race in the middle of the year, it's the same reason the NFL doesn't put the Pro Bowl, which they've actually even kind of got rid of. Now it's like flag football because they don't want to risk injury. In high-risk sports, you cannot have something in the middle of a series. You have to have it at the end. You just can't. It's not baseball. Baseball players, most likely, unless you're playing against Pete Rose and he runs you over, you're not going to get hurt in an all-star game. The chances of that are very, very minimal. When you ride motocross and supercross, those chances go up exponentially. Nobody wants to risk a current series they're focused on for some sort of an all-star event in the middle. While I agree, that actually would be really, really cool. It just can't do it. It just doesn't work. It's the same reason it wouldn't work in football. It's the same reason it wouldn't work in motocross. Joe Shimoda has finally made the Honda announcement. We've known this for a long, long time, but I really love seeing these guys when they get their new gear and their new bike and everything's fresh. You got like a clean slate again. But make no bones about it. Joe Shimoda is brought to Honda to win. And anything less than championships in both Supercross or outdoors and SMX would be considered a failure for Joe Shimoda. It's tough to say that, but at this point in his career, for what he gets paid and with his experience and his past results, that's where he's at. With Hunter moving out, Honda's bringing in a guy to win. They don't expect Chance Hymas to win right off the bat. That's a year or two down the road, but that's what's expected of Joe Shimoda. So I hope he has a really good offseason. I hope he likes the bike, but he looks really cool. Man, it is cool seeing these guys. But one thing I would like Honda to stop doing, they ruin clothing. It is so hard to make your clothing look good when you have to have this gigantic Honda wing on your chest. And they write that in, and they are so adamant about making sure that is written into the contract, and the gear company has to oblige. You cannot wear a stock jersey. You have to wear something that has the gigantic Honda wing HRC. Like, they want that prime real estate, and they will not negotiate on that. So I wish they'd stop doing that. It doesn't look good. We already know they're on a Honda. We already know they're factory Honda. We get it, guys. We get it. Stop running it in our faces. Now I want to talk a little bit of politics, and if you don't like politics, just turn it off now. It's nothing big, but I'm slightly annoyed with people who say, I stand with Israel, or they're all in on Israel. Listen, that is god-awful what happened over there, and the terrorists who attacked the festival are worthless pieces of crap. But that doesn't justify Israel carpet bombing the Gaza Strip and killing also tons of innocent people. So I stand with the innocent victims of both sides. I do not want to get caught up in a holy war between, Muslims and Jewish. That's not what I'm debating. I'm not debating either of those. I'm saying what happens in these war situations is you get people in power positions who do stupid things, and guess who has to pay for it? The innocent. The public. We're the ones that pay for it. And and think about this. If you say, oh, well, the people in the Gaza, they deserve it. Well, whether you're for Trump or whether you're for Biden, would you be happy if we got nuked based on what one of those two guys says? I don't think that's fair, because you might not agree with it. I might not agree with it. So just have some sympathy for both sides of innocent people. And remember, every time we drop a bomb and kill parents, those children are probably going to grow up to be jaded, wouldn't you? So, yeah, so before you just stand with Israel, how about we stand for all the innocent victims? And it just sucks, man. I don't have a solution for how to fix war. It's horrible, but I wish these dumbasses who made the decisions to promote these attacks or allow these attacks for political agendas, we need to put those sons of bitches on the front line. So that's where I'm at with that. And then I had a really good long talk with Tony Alessi a while ago, and I miss Jeff Alessi already. We were reminiscing about some of Jeff's memories, and I'm just going to end this show with just some memories that Tony shared with me. They had the Alessi Weekly back in the day, so they've documented their whole careers. Jeff and Mike have done some really, really cool things in this sport, and I just want to share those with you guys. So anyway, that's it. Remember, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later.